welcome my lovely yoga friends. We've made it to Christmas week and I've made a daily yoga flow, 15 minutes, perfect to do when you get up first thing in the morning. I'll be doing this flow every day this week because I know that if I start my week or my day this way, that the rest of the day usually goes ahead a lot better than if I skip it. So nice if you can join me at least today, and if you want to do it every day, know that I'll be doing it too. So let's get ready and hop on the mat. So to begin today, we're going to start in Virasana, which is quite an intense toe and foot stretch. So if I show you this way, curl the toes under and bring the seat down onto the heels. You can flick each little toe forward, just to get a bit more of a stretch. And if this feels too intense, you can take the tops of the feet to the mat and sit down here. If this is not comfortable on the knees, it's a little bit too much, you can also pop a cushion or a pillow just here in between the knees and the thighs. So just take a minute and choose the version that you're going to do. And of course, if none of those suit, you can take this in an easy seat too. So make this practice your own. So coming into Virasana, toes are curled, hands are coming to heart center. Just dip the chin and take a moment to take a huge breath in here, a cleansing breath. So just take a moment and connect. See how you are this morning. And maybe set an intention for your day or for the rest of the day if you're coming to this halfway through. One more huge breath in through the nose, seal the lips and breathe out through the nose too. Open the eyes, just open the gaze, and we're ready to begin. So bring the arms above the head, the in-breath, palms touch. Exhale, take the left hand to the mat and extend out the hips with your right. Keep the right sit bone planted down on your heel, because that has a tendency to shift over when we do the side breath stretch. And take a nice huge breath in here and just feel the side body opening up after the night, or feel the ribs getting some space, or if you've been sitting or lying, take that big breath in, feel them get spacious. Exhaling all the way. I'm going to take one more full breath here. Exhaling all the way. Bring the hands up to touch again. Another breath at the center. Exhale to take the right hand down. And now our left sit bone stays on our heel. Just open up a little across the shoulder if you can. So bring the shoulder back if it's fallen forward. And at this point, if it's really intense through the feet, you can release them and bring the tops of the feet onto the mat for the rest of this. Bring the left hand across the right knee and the right hand behind you for a nice, easy twist. Gently waking up the spine. Full breath here. Soften the gaze, and whilst you're here, just relax the face and the jaw. And allow any tension that might be creeping in to go. Bring the hands up. Exhale, right hand comes to left knee. Just allowing the upper body, the chest, to really take a full breath in here. And to exhale all the way, get rid of the stale air. And from here, come back to center and onto all fours. Taking some cat-cows to really waken up the spine. Take the spine through the whole range of movement. Spread the fingers wide. Curl the toes under, engage the abs, and let the abs sink towards the mat. Gaze lifts. As you exhale, place the tops of the feet on the mat. Press down through the fingers and thumbs. Tailbone drops to the space between your knees and your upper back rounds. Breathing in, finding space. Exhaling to round. Really pull the navel in towards your spine. And feel all the little, if you dip your chin, you can feel all the little muscles in the back of the neck starting to just react and release. One more like that. feeling the shoulders glide back. Exhale. And coming back to all fours. We're going to take a little leg stretch now. So extend the right leg back, tuck your toes under, and push out actively through the heel. Engage the core, raise the heel up so it's parallel with the ground, leg is parallel with the ground. And then just take some ankle circles. So circle the ankles one way and then the other. Maybe you feel some crunching or popping or just some general sounds coming from the bones, and that's normal. And then from here, as you exhale, bring the knee to the nose. And as you inhale, extend that leg up and back. Exhale to round, just like the cat-cow. Inhale to extend. One more like that. Knee to nose. Exhale to extend. And then from here, you're going to take that right foot across behind your left foot, and then you're going to look to your left so that you can take a little look at your right foot from the left and just feel that little stretch in a different part of the side body. Feels good. Then taking the leg back up to the center and then take it out across to the right, so it's parallel now, out to the side. And then just walk the hands back and come on up to take gate pose. So hands are on the hips, leg is extended. As you breathe in, extend up through the waist, out of the pelvis and over towards the extended leg. So over towards the right leg. Take a full breath here, and again notice if the shoulders creeping forward. Open up there, feel the space. We're going to take a couple more breaths here. And then releasing that hand down, just gently transfer your weight to the left. Reach for the floor and extend the right arm up. And you can also bring it above or alongside the ear. So you can take a really big stretch this way, or you can, excuse me, having a little malfunction there, or you can bring your arms straight up. Whatever feels good. And then coming back up to center. Hands to hips, get your balance. Bring the hands down onto the mat. And then get ready to do the same thing on the other side. So we're extending the left leg back and lifting that up from the heel. So from here we're taking the ankle circles again. Really nice to just free up this joint. You know, our feet are working so hard every day, stuffed into shoes that maybe not that comfy, traveling around, and it's really good to stretch out the fascia in the feet and also to just give a little mobility to the joints. And then bringing that knee to nose on the exhale. Feel all the air leave your body. Breathe in and extend. Really get a big full breath here. Knee to nose. One more. Inhaling to extend. Remember, we're going to bring that left foot across to the right side of the room and then take a look around to the right. So you're stretching out the left side of the body now. And then bring the leg back and out and across to the left side. Walk the hands back, gate pose this side. And you can just focus on the breath now, so seal the lips and just use the nose if possible for breathing, inhaling and for exhaling. And try and find that ujjayi breath, that constriction at the back of the throat. Really slows everything down and helps us control our breath. And then releasing to the floor, take it nice and easy, extend straight up or over for an even bigger stretch. Come on up to center, take the hands to the hip and the legs in. Come on down to all fours, curl the toes under,
Push back into downward facing dog, and again, always bend the knees and get the chest towards the thighs first of all in the mornings. Then bend into one knee deeply, and then bend into the other. Nice. And then just come on down onto all fours again, and as it's first thing in the morning, we're going to step, lift or carry that foot to the top of the mat. So the right foot comes forward, ready for a low lunge. So just walk the foot forward a little bit to get a really nice stretch in the psoas. Inhale, bring the arms above the head, relax the shoulders down, extend through the fingers, and then take the hands behind you and make a fist. Press that fist down to the space between, underneath your tailbone towards the mat. Open up the heart and take a huge breath in. Feel the front ribs kind of opening up and stretching. And then from here, releasing the hands, take both hands inside the right foot and heel toe that foot just off the mat. We're going to take lizard pose, and I'm going to give you two variations. Your foot is like at a 45-degree angle, so heel is on the mat, toes are off. You can either just take that right hand and spin that thigh open and stay like this, which is really nice if you want to get into the groin area a little more. Or you can keep both hands forward here and just focus on really releasing down through that hip flexor whilst keeping a really good full breath in the chest. It's a lizard variation. One more breath here. From here, you're going to place the left hand down, just straighten up that front foot so it's more like a regular low lunge. Curl the left toes under, pop that knee up off the ground for runner's lunge with a twist. Pressing actively out through that back heel and stretching actively up through the fingers. Now from here, we're going to come into some kind of a plank. So I'm going to take my hand down to my waist and I'm going to start to walk that foot back. See, I'm coming onto the side of my foot. And then if you want to take a more regular plank, you can have both feet stacked on each other like this. If you want to have a little bit more help, you can take one in front of the other. And if that's a bit tricky, then you can take the low knee down. So you choose where you want to be. And we're going to be here for 3. Engage the abs and pull the hips up if they're sinking down for 2. And for 1. And then just release that hand down, come back into downward facing dog. And remember, if that plank was tricky, the strength will come. If you do this every day for a week, you'll feel a difference by the end of the week. But if you don't keep at it, then it takes a lot longer. And then coming back down onto all fours. We're going to do the same on the other side. So you can just step or carry that left foot forward, ready for low lunge again. Breathe in, extend the arms. You know that. You know what to do now. Shoulders are down. Take the hands behind you, and this time cross them with the opposite thumb on top, so it's like the way that feels weird. And then press the hands down towards the mat, opening up across the chest, taking a cleansing breath in. Releasing the hands slowly, take them inside the left leg and then heel toe that foot off the mat again for your lizard variation. Whichever variation you took, stay that same way on the next side. So we do the same to both sides. Just giving the body time to waken up slowly like this by taking roughly 3 breaths with each pose. We give the body time to relax and settle more into the stretches. Then placing the right hand flat down, curl the toes under, pop the back knee up, come into our runner's lunge with a twist. Extended leg is so active. getting ready for our plank on this side. So maybe you want to just move that foot round with your hand on the mat. That actually makes it a lot easier. Coming on to whatever plank you took on the other side, we'll take it this side. We're here for 3, for 2, just notice if those hips are dropping, mine were a little, and for 1. Hands down, come on back into your downward facing dog. Full breath here. Rock forward into plank. And from here we're going to come down in one straight line, or you can come with your knees first, chin, chest, up to you. But if you come down with me, we're in one straight line all the way to the mat. Baby cobra. Knit your elbows in towards your side as you breathe in. Make sure it's your back that's doing the work, not your hands pressing into the mat. One more breath here. Change my mind, one more. And this time we're just going to come into Sphinx pose. So now we have our shoulders over our elbows. Our hands are spread wide into the mat. Feel like you're actively pulling your hands back towards your feet. Tops of the toes and feet are pressing into the mat. So there's a lot going on in this pose, but it just allows us to open up and take a really full breath across the chest. From here, as you relax out of it, bring your hands towards your low ribs, so a little bit lower than we do for Cobra, and get ready to push straight up into upward facing dog. Again, elbows are clinging in towards the side, and we just push straight up, and then lift the thighs, engage the thighs and lift off the mat. You can have a swing here if that feels good, or you can just stay still and just allow everything to stretch out. Then you can turn over the toes, come back into your downward facing dog. You are going to step your right foot forward. I'm doing my left so that I'm facing you, but you can step forward with your right foot and then just start to walk the hands around. Take both feet pointing in, ready for a wide-legged forward fold. Come on up halfway and then come on up the whole way. And just take a big breath here. Bring the arms above the head, and as you exhale, take them behind you and make that fist again, pressing it down towards the mat, opening up the chest. Big inhale, and as you exhale, fold forward, keeping the hands together and bringing them above the head. Actively pressing down through the outside edges of the feet. You can feel the muscles in the backs of the legs starting to lengthen, starting to stretch out. And very gently release the hands down to the mat. And straight away we're going to take the right hand to the left ankle and lift the left arm up for a nice variation on the twist. And then release down, walk across to the right foot, left hand grasps the right ankle, right arm comes on up. And as you walk back towards the middle of the mat, just take a half lift, come up onto the fingertips as you inhale, exhale to fold. Feel the shoulders soften as you fold. Inhale, get that flat back, crown of head reaches forward but gaze is down. Exhale, release. Inhale, half lift last time. And this time, keeping the legs stable, just walk forward a little bit with your hands and see how it feels to stretch out. You'll feel the stretch in different parts of your legs. See if you can do this without the shoulders bunching up by your ears. And then walking the hands back, turn the palms around so that your fingers are facing the back of the room. See if you can just walk through a little bit that way. Find a little bit of a different stretch, really getting you more into the groin area here. And then come back to under the face, take a huge breath in, half lift, exhale, fold completely, just let everything go. One more breath here. And inversions are really nice at the beginning of the day because You know, we get a rush of blood to the brain, and that helps to wake us up as well. And then coming up half lift, just heel toe the feet in. Sink down into yogi squat, so just bring the tailbone down towards the mat. Hands are pressed together, and use those elbows on the inside of your thighs to really stretch out the hips, the groin, inner thighs, and allow the tailbone to sink down. We're going to stay here for 3 more breaths. And then as you release the hands down, just heel toe the feet in even more until they are hip width apart. Keep a deep bend in the knee, dip the chin and roll up super slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time, keeping the chin dipped in. Up, up, up. Roll the shoulders down and back. Bring the arms above the head. Exhale to bring them down through heart center. And we're just going to finish off with a little neck stretch. So I'll turn around just to show you. We're going to take the right hand behind you, take hold of your left elbow, and bring the left ear towards the left shoulder. And then just dip the chin to find any areas or spots that really need a little work. And then releasing the hands, we'll take it the other way. So take hold of the right elbow, chin comes, ears come towards shoulder, and chin can be dipped. And then bringing the head up to center, release the arms, bring the arms above the head, bring them down through prayer, bring them back to heart center. Take a final deep breath here. Exhaling all the way. Bringing your mind back to any intention that you set at the beginning, and consider it a done deal. You've made the effort, you've set that intention. That is how your day will unfold. Wishing you a wonderful day ahead. Namaste.